Hello, today I am going to share my experience using EdPuzzle. EdPuzzle is a great tool to use to help implement videos in the classroom and make it more accessible to all students and have all students participating in the discussions that we usually have with our videos. So this is something that my district has told us about and wanted us to get into, and I haven't really had a chance to get looking into this, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to try it out. So what it looks like, if I go into my videos here, you can pull a video from YouTube or from any video platform, or you can create your own video, and throughout the video you can have it stop and ask a open-ended question or a multiple choice question. You can also include your own notes to go along with the videos. So this is a great way to have students working on their own. It's great for differentiation if you want some students to be working on something that is a little more advanced, or if there's a group that needs extra help. These videos could be a great way to do that while the teacher is managing other stuff at the same time. So if we go ahead and get started, to make an account is really easy. Everything is free, and you can sign in using your Google account if you have a Google account, or you can just create an account using an email address. Once you're in, you can go to the search button where you can find almost any video that's uploaded onto the internet. So if you look over here, my school district might have some videos that are only posted to the district. So if you see that, that could be something you could use to share with schools throughout the district. But if you look over here on this list, you can see all the different video platforms that you can find videos from. And YouTube's included in that, so you can find any video that pretty much you would be showing in your class. So for example, I searched adding fractions, and these are all the videos from YouTube that would show up for adding fractions. Now, when you're looking through these videos, you can, if you hold your mouse over top, you have an option to copy it, which just means you want to save it. Maybe you thought it was a good video, and then you don't have time to go back and add the questions now, so you want to save that and come back to it later. Or you can press use it and go ahead and get started on editing. If you have not seen the videos, you can also click on the video, watch it all the way through first, and then you can decide if you want to use it or save it. I'm going to click use it just to show how we edit the videos. So the first thing that comes up, if you look up here, it kind of guides you through all the different options you can use through the videos. The first thing is that you can crop any video right on the website, which is awesome. So anytime there's a lot of stuff at the beginning, sometimes there's a lot of end credits that we don't really need the students to watch, we can cut all of that right out and get to the point to where we want to be. And this was really great. I did some example videos, and I made some videos about force and motion where I just wanted a simple video of a ball rolling across the grass, and I couldn't find just that video, but I was able to find a longer video that had what I needed in the middle of it, so I could just crop out the parts that I didn't want and take that small section that I was going to use. The only thing you could not crop, like if I wanted to crop this small section and then a small section over here, I cannot do that. I can only crop off the beginning and the end parts. You just do that by sliding these red sections over to where you want it to start and stop. And once you have it at that point, then you can move to adding the different elements into your video. So something that you can add is called an audio track. So that is something you could do if you want to talk while the video is playing. You can add the audio track. Now then there's audio notes, which is similar, but the difference is that the video will stop and then it'll let you record your notes or whatever you want to tell the kids. And then after you're done, the video will keep playing. So this is to talk over the video as it's playing. This one stops and lets the students hear what you have to say and then continue. This one is where you go to put in your quiz questions. So I use this one a lot in my videos. So let's say in this video I wanted to stop right here and I wanted to ask the kids a quick question just to make sure they're understanding, they're comprehending what the video is asking and showing them to do. I can click on that question mark and it will plant a question wherever I have it stopped. And after I create the question, if I realize I don't want it there, I can always drag the question to where I want it. So when I click on that, I can ask an open-ended question, and I can even include photos and links if I wanted to do any extra stuff with that. I can also include a multiple choice question too if I wanted. And then the last one is just a comment. So similar to the audio comment or the audio notes, I can leave a typed note for the students as well. If I didn't really have a question, but I just kind of had a comment, that would be what that would be for. And then once you create your questions, they're on there and you can press finish and it's automatically saved into your content, which this is what I have right now. This is the video I was just working on. You can organize your videos into folders, and I have already done that. These were some of the videos I was working on earlier, and you can see it shows that I cropped the video, it shows that I added questions to the video, what it looks like, what it looks like to the students as they watch. You can preview that. So it'll play and see it just stops and the question comes up right here. Now when you create this, there is a great option that you can check, a setting that you can make it so that way students are not allowed to skip ahead. Now this one I allowed them to skip, but you can turn that off. You can have it so they can only answer that question and they can't move forward until they answer that question. So that's also a really nice feature. Now when you are ready to assign these to your class, you just press this button, and the awesome thing is if you use Google Classroom, it links your classes right to Google Classroom, so it's easy to share to Google Classroom. And it makes it easy for the students to sign in if they are using the Google Classroom. And you can see my classes here. Those are directly from Google Classroom. Right here it says to import, and that's all you need to do to bring in your classes. If you do not use Google Classroom though, you can always add your own class by pressing this button, and then your students would get a link or a code to type in that would join them to your specific classes. Now here's an example of a video that I assigned to one of my classes. Once you assign it, you can see the overall percentage of your students who have completed it. You can go into the progress and you can see all of your students. Now, of course, my students have not done this video yet, so I have not had a chance to let them use this and see those results yet, but you are able to hold your mouse over that and you can see the percentage that they have watched. So I know if they've only watched a little bit and tried to guess on the questions, so that's kind of nice. The grade, I think, would only be determined from your multiple choice questions. Obviously, it cannot grade your open-ended questions. The last scene, it shows what date they watched the video on, if they turned it in, and if maybe you decided you want them to redo it, you can always press reset and they can always redo that. Now if I click on a student and I can look exactly at their progress from here, so it breaks it up into small segments and I could see just about right where he would be watching the video. If I know maybe he stopped and went on to something else, I can always see that by looking at this screen. Then it also shows how much he's watched over here, shows his correct responses, and his overall grade. And then down below would show the questions and his specific answers to that. And there is an option to, oh, there it is. There's an option to have a gradebook on here. I don't have the gradebook because I would just find it just as easy to open up my district's gradebook and put the grades right in right away. So that is all for EdPuzzle. I think it's very easy to use, and I think it's an excellent way to incorporate videos into your lessons.